Okay, so as in the last video, we have discussed about the general introduction to the Planck's quantum theory. In 1900, German physicist, he was of course German physicist Max Planck. He studied the spectrum lines which were obtained from the hot body of different at a different temperatures. Alright, then what did he observe? He observed radiations which were produced discontinuously by the particles of the hot body. Those particles were actually in the vibratory motion uh, with a specific frequency, and then he increased the temperature and the vibration or the oscillation were increased as well. Thus he produced or proposed a theory which was known as Planck's quantum theory. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the first postulate of his theory, the first postulates of Planck's quantum theory. What did he say in that postulate? Let's check that first. So as you can see this point, as I've already written here, so energy which is emitted or absorbed by a hot body. Of course, if you have a hot body, either it will gonna absorb the energy or it will gonna emit out the energy, right? So energy emitted or absorbed by a hot body is not in a continuous form, because what did he observe? He observed the discontinuously or discontinuous radiations which were produced by the particles of the hot body. So he wrote in his first postulate that the energy which is emitted or absorbed by a hot body is not in a continuous form, that is in the discontinuous form, as he have already observed that from body, but in a small units of wave. But the energy which is emitted or absorbed by a hot body is in small units of waves, and these unit waves, or you can say these unit waves in which the energy is emitted or absorbed, or wave packets, or you can say these are pulses, these are called quanta. Remember, quanta is the plural, however quantum is the singular. So quanta is the plural, quanta is the plural, right? So quanta is the plural. So what did he say? He said the energy which is emitted or absorbed by a hot body was not in a continuous, means that was in the discontinuous form, and that was in the small units of packets, or you can say unit waves, or you can say wave packets or pulses of energy, that he called or that he termed as quanta, and quanta is the plural. The singular of quanta is quantum. But in the case of light energy, if that particular energy which is emitted or absorbed is in the case of light, then that quantum, that singular unit of quanta or quantum is called photon, right? So what did he observe? He basically observed the discontinuous form of the emitted energy or the absorbed energy. Basically we have this in the continuous form, right? This is the continuous form. This is the continuous form. Wait, let me highlight this so that I can look more good. So this is basically in the continuous form. This is in the continuous form. However, the energy which he observed, or the energy which was emitted or absorbed by the hot particle of the body, was not in the continuous form at all. What did he observe? He observed in the discontinuous form. Now let me make here the discontinuous form of that quanta, or you can say quantum. So this was the discontinuous form. Here it got stopped, then of course from here it got continued, then here it got stopped, here it got continued, right? So this was basically discontinuous form. Discontinuous form. The energy which is emitted or absorbed by a hot body of particle is in the discontinuous form, not in the continuous form, right? So he observed in the discontinuous form, and this is what I have made here. Okay, so let me give it more colors. Discontinuous form, all right. Discontinuous form. This does not look good at all, so let me remove it. Okay, now let me give it another color, light color, right? So discontinuous form. Again we have in the discontinuous form, right? And of course again we have in the discontinuous form. So the energy which is emitted or absorbed by a hot body or particle is in the discontinuous form, not in the continuous form. So the energy which is emitted or absorbed by a body, by a hot body or particle is in the discontinuous form, not in the continuous form. Alright, so this was all for today. In the next video we're going to discuss about the second postulate of the Planck's quantum theory.